to get back on defense, that's costly.
And he overshot that one, missing. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Irving passes to Freak from deep, and he gets it to go. Freak's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Rivers with it, guarded now by Irving. Aflalo, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Freak. Here's Thompson, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. To stop the run, Rivers kicks to Lopez. From down in the low post, it goes.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go, Freak heading to the hoop. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And he gets it to go. Freak's got 10 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Aflalo, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Stolen by Robinson. Rivers kicks to Lopez. And he banks in the layup.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, earlier I spoke with Kurt Rambis. The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Rivers, following the basket by Freak. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Cavaliers. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, New York, 2 games back.
Well, I think for New York, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Well, any doubts I had have long dissipated. I mean, they're not doing it with smoke and mirrors. I mean, they are a legitimate top-tier team.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Freak. Aflalo outside. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Some of the great passing small forwards in the NBA on your screen right now. These are the assist leaders at that position in the past month. LeBron James, #1.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
You know, I don't think anybody does a better job at pulling off the drive and dish more smoothly than him. He's excellent at drawing defenders to him, and then he delivers that room service dime at just the right time.
Here's Irving. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And here's Rivers following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And he gets it to go. Irving's got 11 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach clearly wants him to get going here early and ensure he gets on fire and makes the kind of offensive impact everyone knows he's capable of. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
And it's Freak missing. The Knicks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And stolen by Freak. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Afflalo, no good.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Freak.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for New York. Tony Roten comes in for Aaron Afflalo. Now here's Roten. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Knicks making the shot. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now here's Roten. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. On the wing, Irving. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Roten. No good on the triple. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Robinson. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Outside Robinson. Pass to Rivers. Here's Roten. Bangs home the trifecta. Roten's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Freak with it. He had 25 points in the win against Utah.
And it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
Smith against Rivers. Here's Freak. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Up top, Roten. Here's O'Quinn, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Love. New York shooting their first free throws of this game. The first one falls for the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Love comes in for J.R. Smith. Freaks checked in for Shumpert, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Robinson comes in for Williams. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And it's Rivers in for Ben McLemore. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Aflalo. Robin Lopez out there with Thomas Robinson. And it's Rivers, and it's Roten in at shooting guard.
A moment now to see the numbers for Kyrie Irving. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Garrett Temple has checked in for James. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Freak. And that's 19 points for Kyrie Irving. And stolen by Freak. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And he gets it to go.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's Roten. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lopez has got 8 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Freak misses the 3.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Rivers kicks to Aflalo. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Aflalo's got his first 2 points. Here's Freak. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Here's Freak. Ball's knocked loose. Goes up again.
Talk about some great numbers for Freak. He has 23 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
And both free throws good from Freak. Rivers kicks to Aflalo. The dish to Rivers. Back to Aflalo. Fires for 3. Aflalo with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Temple. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Tipped away. Roten dishes to Lopez.
Where?
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Now here's Freak. 25 points in the game. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Robinson passes to Roten. Some nice passing by New York here. Rivers can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. In the corner, Irving with it. Now the pass to Freak. For 3. Good. Freak's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Cavs.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Rivers kicks to Roten. The feed to Rivers. Pass to Afflalo. From deep. And it's Freak with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No good with the triple. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And stolen by Freak. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. Second in free throw percentage. 4th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And you mentioned their free throw shooting. Not a team you can get careless with defensively. They make you pay. Sealing games at the line.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit it up. He ended with 25 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. This outing from him helped ensure the win to keep the team's solid run of games going.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Rivers kicks to Afflalo. They double him with Freak. Here's Roten. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. And so it's New York with it. Rivers dishes to Robinson. Afflalo, the pass to Roten. And he jams it with authority.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Here's Freak following the score by New York. Misses in close.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And Afflalo kicks to Roten. Here's O'Quinn, and Thompson sends it back. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Afflalo. Here's Freak. The step-back jumper is good. Freak's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for Garrett Temple. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to keep it up, but he has. Wow.
The Knicks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
Really, guys, it's just come.
What's up, pretty boy dad? Never mind. Shouldn't have been talking these ears. I don't got a mic. Oh, you're in a broadcast. Yeah, I guess. This man don't. This man started a 101. Are you serious? I know you get yourself ball first. Cheater. Who you got lucky? What? That's my ball. That's what you get for putting your court on. Hall of Fame. I got that fast jump shot.
What did you say yesterday in the car, babe? You go, let me know you gonna get that how I was in the back of the car. So. He said that? Babe, what did he say? What did Boo say? Yes, he was. He heard him. Who is this?
What are you tripping? Oh my God, what the?
You don't think I can't see this shit? That was a lot. That shit was good. Horrible
I'm sick. So can I have? Now I'm not getting off the game.
Tiffany gonna be. Yeah. He's Tiffany. Oh, you bought it for Tiffany? No, Tiffany. She might have got it one time. She brought me.
Oh, this court is definitely a Hall of
I know,
Fame.
but I know she came over here with him, and she never left with him. She gave it to me.
How people get to make stuff on their court for Hall of Fame, but I can't make nothing on Hall of Fame? That's stupid.
Come here. Come here. Come here. I gotta go. How do you go to your?
He start reaching in too. Oh my god. Why is he still reaching?
A spinner.
This man's reaching his ball. I'm seeing. I don't like your court. This man just reached like 17 times.